Hello, you're welcome to this YouTube channel. Today we are going to be looking at factorial. We'll be defining what factorial is. I will be solving some very few examples to understand the concept of factorial more clearly. So what is factorial? I'm sure you must have seen something like this somewhere, or to say n factorial. This symbol is called factorial, and n factorial simply means that if n is an integer, let's say a positive integer, if n is a positive integer and positive integer, then n factorial is n multiplied by all the smaller positive integers. So let's take an example very briefly to explain what I'm trying to say. On a more general note, n factorial is written as n multiplying n minus 1, multiplying n minus 2, multiplying n minus 3, multiplying say 3, 2, and 1, where all of these are positive integers, and of course they are smaller than n as said in our definition. So for instance now, if you want to have a factorial for 2 now, you can imagine that here we are going to have 2 multiply 2 minus 1, which is going to give you 2 multiplying 1, which is equal to 2. In the same case, if you have 3 factorial, you have to find 3 factorial. You are going to have to be 3 multiplying 3 minus 1, multiplying 3 minus 2, which is going to be equal to 3 multiplying 2 multiplying 1, which is equal to 6. Now let's look at 4 factorial. How is it going to look like? 4 factorial is just in the same way: 4 multiplying 4 minus 1, multiplying 4 minus 2, multiplying 4 minus 3, and this is going to give rise to 4 multiplying 3, multiplying 2, multiplying 1, and this is going to give you 24. So that is that for factorial. Also, very important things to take note of when you are dealing with factorial. I would like you to take note of this. Note, it is of importance to note that 0 factorial is 10 1. 0 factorial is not 0. 0 factorial is equal to 1, and of course 1 factorial is equal to 1, right? So that's what we have. Now let's look at the second definition of the factorial. What can you also say factorial is? A factorial is the number of different ways to arrange n objects. N factorial is the number of different ways to arrange n objects. Is the number of different ways to arrange n objects. So hence we are going to be looking at some a particular basic example of what a factorial question looks like. And in our subsequent video, we are going to be solving more examples to illustrate what a factorial is and what it actually means when you are talking about factorial. So at this point, please like this video. You could share it with your friends if you find it useful, and also don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel and turn on the notification bell to get notified each time we upload a video. So let's move to our example. The first question here says, how many ways can 5 students be arranged to sit on 5 seats in the first row of the auditorium? So first of all, let's take our value of n to be equal to 5 students. and we are asked to find the number of ways that these five students can be placed on five seats. So literally, I would like you to um, assume five students in your mind, and look at how this works. It's like just normal counting numbers where you have five seats: one, two, three, 4, 5. So the first student, we have five possible ways to sit on the seat because apparently those seats are vacant. There's nobody occupying them. So you can place five students in any of the five seats, right? Then the second one, for the second student, you are going to have four choices to place the student because remember the first student has already occupied one seat, so you are left with four other seats to select from. So the third student, we have three options. There will be three seats and you'll be left with just three choices. Then the fourth student, for the fourth student, you have two choices to place him on two choices. And then the fifth student, for the fifth student, you have just one choice because there's only one seat remaining. So looking at all of this, we will now have this to be 5 times 4 times 3 times 2, which is equal to 5 factorial, and which is equal to 120. So you have 120 ways to arrange 5 students on 5 seats that are in the first row of the auditorium. So as I said earlier on, if you find this video useful, you can share it with your friends, and also please subscribe to this YouTube channel, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you could get notified each time we upload video. Stay tuned for the next video. We're going to be rolling out more complex questions as regards factorial. Thank you.